Welcome to Between Two Nerds. My name is Nick Stowe, the state's Chief Technology Officer. And today with me, I have a guest, Cathi Greenwood. Cathi, please tell me, what is your role? And more importantly, why did you bring a game?
Yeah, I think this is the most interesting thing to have between two nerds, don't you?
Yeah, I agree.
So, hi, I'm Cathi Greenwood. I'm the state's Open Data Program Manager. And most people ask, well, what on earth is that? What do you do once I say that? And that's why I'm so excited that I have a game that helps explain what I do.
Okay, so if you were, before we get into the game, just explain to me in a couple sentences, what is your role and what do you do?
Sure. So as the state's Open Data Program Manager, I help all of our agencies figure out what data they have that is of value to the public and how to make that data available to the public. And I help the public know that this data exists and what they can use it for to make the state of Washington even better.
So let's get into the game because I think this is the first time we've had someone bring a game to explain their role and their job. So could you start by maybe explaining some of the key concepts of the game and how they relate to your work and what we do for the state of Washington?
Sure. So we start here with, this is a city dashboard for the city of Sheridan.
Okay, and so here I see there's like 3 different sections here that I'm assuming are measuring 3 different things.
Yeah. So we're going to pretend this is the state of Washington. And we're measuring public sentiment across the top here, which I've got set just a little bit low. Economics.
Well, the sun's out today, so maybe it's a little bit higher.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Very good. Okay. And then how we're doing economically and how we're doing with the environment. So as we play the game, there are events that happen. Like here we have an event card that would come out that says a mole has eaten through our broadband lines. And so that's affecting our economic ability because now our businesses can't make transactions. So
the game is really supposed to be a simulation of how events kind of can impact the outcomes for our communities or for people in Washington. Yeah. Or in this case, what they call it the town of Sheridan. So that makes sense. Now, can you explain to me, how does data and open data fit into this kind of ecosystem? So
data fits in because we have all of these different organizations. So we have businesses, we have nonprofits, and we have government organizations who all use data to improve the city of Sheridan in this example, or the state of Washington. And they do that by building applications. So here we have some applications over there that...
Does this mean we get to start playing?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to go right in and start.
Sure.
All right. So you and I are playing. I'm an organization, and I really would like to build a service that alerts residents to when land development applications have been made in their area.
Yeah.
There's a lot of development happening. And
yeah, because maybe those people want to make some comments on that or
provide input into how the growth of their community. That makes, I think, a lot of people would want to do that. So it looks like I have 3 different, I'm assuming 3 different like tiles here that in order to build this service, I need these 3 components. And what do these 3 little card things mean?
Yeah, so we have geospatial data that comes up on that one.
Oh, so this is like what I talked to Joanne about, our location data. Okay, got it.
All our location data.
Okay.
And we have demographics data, and this is represented by like a ballot voting, but it's demographics.
This is like a people, okay, so we're talking about, we need to know where things are and where people are and will be affected. And then I need a shopping cart, looks like some kind of economic thing.
Yeah, we're calling that economic data.
All right, and so to build this service that's going to help people know about land development in their area, I'm going to take my geospatial data and my constituent data here and my economic data, and boom, I've built my app. And that's what you do?
That's what you do, almost. Because we also need to match the design there. So we have to put this here, and that's kind of representative of when we're trying to match data together. You have to make sure you can combine the data. You have to put it together the right way. So the game says you have to put it together like this. Of course, in real life, it's a little more complicated than that.
So it's not as easy. If these data sets don't match, I can't just move a card. It's a little bit more complicated. And is this something that this is something you can help agencies with when they're trying to kind of build a service or something where they need to bring different kinds of data together?
Yeah. And this would be also helping, it's helping the agencies publish the data in a way that the business or homeowner, whoever, is able to combine the data together, and also helping them figure out, well, which data can we combine together?
Oh, that makes sense. And one of the things, so we talked to Joanne about geospatial data. We talked to Irene about the importance of data sharing. And so building platforms that help do this is another thing that we've talked about on Between Two Nerds before. That's great. Okay. Yeah. So now we have this service built.
Well, before you move that, so now the cool thing is when we build this, we can improve one of these aspects.
One. Okay. Yeah. So pick environment. People have more input. We can be more environmentally aware of the land developments we have in the city of Sheridan here. Okay.
Yeah. So letting businesses, nonprofits build these applications makes things better for the state.
So now that I've done that, I'm feeling like I want to continue to help our community and strengthen our community. Oh, this is a really important one. I want to build an app showing the location of hedgehogs in my area and likely migration as winter approaches, probably because we really care about hedgehogs.
Yeah. In the town of Sheridan. Right. Yeah.
Yes.
For state of Washington, it'd be our salmon.
Or wildlife, okay, got it. I really want to build this app now. So now that I've been educated on the importance of data and the different types of data, I know that I need some geospatial data and I need some weather data. Yeah. So can I just use this geospatial data? Can I just do like that and I'll build it so it's properly aligned, and I have built my app. And now we can see where the hedgehogs are.
Yes. And then there's one more step here. The way that we're looking at this data is actually closed. So let's say someone else put this data out there, but their organization is protecting it, so nobody else is able to use it.
And would they do that for a variety of reasons?
For a variety of reasons. Like it might have sensitive information in there, locations of sensitive properties. So what someone would need to do is contact the people who have that data and say, hey, would you be able to make that data open? And then they go through a process to determine whether or not it's safe to make it open. And if they decide that, then in the game, we just flip this over.
So just like before, where moving the tile was a lot easier than actually the action. I'm assuming that making data open isn't as easy as just flipping a tile over.
Yeah.
And is that also something that you help agencies with? Oh.
Yeah, we help them with the review. We do that in coordination with our state privacy office, with our security office, and make sure that it's okay to make that data public.
Got it, great. So I have built my app. Well, so I've coordinated with this organization. If it's a state agency, maybe they worked with you. They've been able to open up their data safely. Now I'm able to use it to build this app showing hedgehog migration. And thus, once again, I'm going to pick environment, move the health of our environment up. So I have one more product I'd like to build.
Okay.
This one, a device that vibrates. Okay, we might actually need to build this. A device that vibrates when you're near a shop, in this case in Sheridan, that sells asparagus products. I feel like our asparagus commission would really appreciate something like this.
Yes, I think so.
Yes, and as an asparagus enthusiast, I will really love this app. Okay, great. So I've learned a lot. So what I think I want to do now is I would like to take I need some new geospatial data because I need to know where the shops are, where I am. And then I got some of this here. I've put them side by side. Oh, here, let me put this on the right side there. There we go. And I've built my app.
You can do that. And potentially the data that's already out there already has what you need. So we don't need to ask the agency to republish the same data. Maybe we can just reuse what's already out there. So we could ask them to make this open and reuse. So that's part of the power of open data, is that multiple businesses, nonprofits, individuals, they can reuse the same data for multiple purposes.
Oh, so the amount of time and energy that I would have used to publish these data sets, I can then kind of reclaim, or I can be more efficient in reusing these two data sets.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah. So our agencies, in order to provide services to the public, they have to collect data from the state. There's no way they can do their jobs without data. So because the public pays for them to do that, the public owns that data. So that's part of why we make that data open and available to the public.
Wow, this is a really great example. I appreciate you also explaining to me that it's not as easy as just move the tile. There is some complexity involved. And I'm really glad that the state has you and the Open Data Program to help kind of agencies and other members of the public understand the power of open data and how we can use it to improve the outcomes of our communities. Really great. Any other kind of parting thoughts? Maybe more importantly, how can agencies contact you to help them in this effort?
Yeah, great. So I work together with the state open data librarian, Kathleen Sullivan, and you can reach both of us at opendata@wa.gov. And we will have a consultation with you. We'd love to hear from people in the communities who want to use our data, or are curious if some kind of data exists. And if you want me to come present this to you in person, I'm happy to do that too.
Yeah, it is a very good way of building awareness around data in a kind of fun and engaging way. So yeah, you may get some requests from agencies to come help build awareness by playing a game.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Agencies
coming.
and community groups.
This is great. Yeah. Thanks, Cath.
Thank you.